We shall look into some of the example of induced mutation. The induced mutations can be physical mutagen, chemical mutagen, and biological mutagens. So we shall first deal with the chemical mutagens here. So the chemical mutagens, the first report of the mutagenic action of chemical was in 1942. Okay, there are many hundreds of known chemical mutagens to be present, and usually they are classified as the base analog, hydroxylating agent, alkylating agent, acridine orange, and as I said, deaminating agents. So we shall take some of the examples and study about it. So first we are taking the example of base modifying agents. So these are the chemicals which can modify the base. So these are the original bases: guanine, cytosine, adenine, and this is our chemical mutagen, that is the nitrous acid. So this nitrous acid can bring about a modification in the guanine and it can get converted into the xanthine. So xanthine can pair only with the cytosine. So what is the output of a result? Nothing. Why means the guanine, as you know, it pairs with the cytosine. Here, the nitrogen acid has modified your guanine to xanthine, and the xanthine is also can to cytosine. So here there is no shift or change in the result. Here also you're ending up with the cytosine. In the second condition, hopefully it is clear here, guanine and cytosine, xanthine also with the cytosine. In the second example, you can see here we have the cytosine, and when the nitrous acid, which is a mutagen, when it reacts with the cytosine at this region, it gets converted into uracil. So we told that uracil is an analog of, in DNA, it is an analog to thymine. So here the thymine, your polymerase will enzyme consider it as a thymine and it binds with adenine. But actually what was the frame had cytosine, and cytosine would have bound with guanine, but here because of the mutation you have ended up with thymine binding to adenine. In the next example, we see adenine. Adenine should go and bind with thymine, but because of the mutagen in the adenine, what has happened in this region? It has converted itself to hypoxanthine. Hypoxanthine resembles a structure to the guanine, and hence guanine will go and bind to the cytosine. So actually it should have been AT but has ended up in binding to GC. So here these are base modifying agents as we have said. We shall see some more examples. So what has happened? Our original base has been shifted to another base. So what is happening is the actual pairing is not happening, and here that is instead of, for example, instead of AT or we have ended up in GC pairing or CG pairing with that of the AT pairing. We shall see some more example wherein the chemicals are acting as a modifying agent. Another is the hydroxyl amine. When it interferes with the cytosine at this region, it is converted into hydroxyl aminocytosine. And here what happens is it has gone and bounded with adenine. That is, your cytosine is acting as a thymine. Its structure is similar to thymine. So now what happens is the structure is like a thymine. It has to go and bind to the adenine. But actually it was the cytosine. So cytosine had to bind with adenine. Because of the modified, it goes and pairs with the adenine, and this is the result we get. Another is the methyl methane sulfonate. So this methane sulfonate, it interacts with the guanine to form methyl guanine. This structure is similar to adenine and hence it goes to binds with the thymine. But the actual one should have been GC, we have ended up in AT. So these are the chemicals like hydroxylamine, methyl methane sulfonate, then we saw the nitrous acid. All these can bring about the base modification. So they go and they modify the original bases into some other bases and they form a pairing partner with another base. The another example what we can see is here is the intercalating agent. Okay, these are also chemical agents which are bringing about the changes. For example, we shall take the intercalating agent as acridine. It could be many more chemicals are involved. Okay, so if this is a normal DNA, suppose say there is an interference from this chemical, acridine. Okay, what happens is, see, this is a flat, broad structure. It has gone and bound in between the C and C here. Okay, in between these. And here, what since it is a bulky, this acridine is bulky, so you can see that there is a deviation in the DNA. It has also become bulk. And now, when this strand, okay, is undergoing replication, that is, your alkylating agents are acting during the time of replication. So here, what is happening is, you can see here, two phenomena can occur. Either deletion can occur, either insertion can occur. So here what has happened? Deletion has occurred. Okay. So you can see this entire region. Okay. This part is being deleted. Okay. Right here. This bulk part is being deleted. And so what we have ended up with AATP, and again it continues. Or another phenomena can happen wherein insertion can occur, where in the place of wherever there is acridine. Here you can see that insertion has occurred and PAT is added. That can be randomly added by your polymerase. So the opposite strand, what it has become ATA. So this is your new daughter DNA, and so also this is the new daughter. So if you compare with your normal DNA, what was and what it has resulted, it is a complete change in the sequencing. One, it has been deleted, in another, it has resulted in insertion. Another good example for base analog means that is these are chemicals which are having a similarity, structural similarity to your bases. A very good example is the 5-bromouracil. Okay, it behaves as thymine. So if it behaves as a thymine, it will go and bind with adenine. In the rare state, it can behave like cytosine and then it can go and bind with guanine. So this is your normal DNA, that is the wild type, wherein your bases are A and T. And this when it undergoes replication. So here also in base analog also, as you saw it in the intercalating agent, replication. This happens during the time of replication. So now what happens is thymine, your 5-bromouracil, which is a chemical, it is acting, or it has a structural similarity with thymine. So it has got incorporated somehow in your in place of thymine in your body. Now what happens? They undergo the new daughter strand is being formed. So you have A, this one, okay, this one is here. Okay, fine. The new daughter strand is T. Well, the other strand here, the parent strand, what we are having, we have the 5-bromouracil. And this 5-bromouracil, it has had to be thymine. But now what has happened? It has gone and bound with guanine. Okay. So what did we tell? That is, instead of acting as a thymine, now it is acting as a rare state. It is acting like a cytosine, and then it has gone and bound with the guanine. Now, let us consider this alone. Okay, there is no problem here. So, let us consider here. So, again, this when it undergoes replication, you see this is now the parent strand. Okay, the parent strand, its daughter strand is what? C. Okay, this is also fine. And here again, what you see is this strand. Okay, you have the 5-bromouracil, and which has gone and bound with what? Guanine. So what has happened is we started with AT and we have ended up in GC just because of this base analog bromouracil, which has mimicked like a thymine. Okay, so in a normal state, it can behave as a thymine and it can pair with adenine. But when it in a rare state, it can behave, okay? It can behave as a cytosine and it can go and bind to the guanine. So hopefully this is clear.